Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use an Algos to do calm electrical T1 abyss sights. So this is an alpha clone friendly ship, so I'm using mostly Tech 1 stuff, some Tech 2 stuff like a small armor repair. We've got some limited light neutron blasters here, some basic stuff, also Tech 1 drones. And actually the really good thing about the Algos is it gets a really high DPS. So if you've watched that Corax and Tower War videos, they don't have so much DPS. They have like, what is it, 150? I have 270. So I obviously have good skills, so I have more than what you would have as an alpha clone. But what I'm saying is, relatively speaking, it has almost double the amount of DPS as the Corax and Tower War and light missile fit version. So also something to just preface here. The main strategy using the Algos is to kite. So it'll be using its MWD to keep a range from the hard hitting targets. So it's got the armor repair. It's not made to face tank stuff, so you can't just charge in there and expect to survive. That's not going to happen, okay? What you have to do is you have to keep it ranged. You have to keep it ranged at a moderate distance and let your drones do most of the work. If you are up against, for example, a battleship, what you do is you get in close, orbit 500, and use your light neutron blasters. That is what the neutron blasters are for. The neutron blasters are not there to take out like frigates, okay? They are there to be like an accessory, like an extra DPS. Because the thing is, the drones, if we're going to go in here and go into Algos, yeah, 118 DPS. This 118 DPS alone from the drones is actually enough to actually more or less go through the T1 sites by itself. The thing is, this light neutron here, this blaster DPS, this is to take out the really long and annoying battleship waves. They usually take the most amount of time because they have so much HP. So then it's safe to go in and use the light neutron blasters, because if you're in close, then the battleship will not be able to hit you because you're orbiting at 500. The battleship will not be able to track you. The other time you'll be using the light neutron blasters is like, say there's like not so many ships left, then you can just face tank them with the armor repair. Then you can just go in and start using your light neutron blaster. But otherwise, focus on using your acolytes or your drones as the main source of DPS, not the light neutron blasters. That's also why I have one drone damage amplifier and not a magnetic field stabilizer. So when you're running these abyss sites in a destroyer, you'll need 2 filaments. I got 4 here because I just put too many in my cargo, but you would actually need 2. You also need to be in a fleet, so just remember that. It's a bit annoying, I know. I was like, what the heck, why do I need to be in a fleet when I'm doing this solo? But that is something you have to do, unfortunately. That's just the name of the game. So activate here, filament, and you just get the filament out right here, and then you just go into it. So as I said before, you are not going to charge in and expect to tank them with your armor repair. Your small armor repair does not do crap, okay? It does help, but it's like, really, it's not that powerful at all, to be honest. The main thing is that you keep away, away from the hard-hitting stuff, or like you keep away from the DPS with your speed, and that's the main source of your damage. So this is a very good example of kiting right here. So we go in, and we lock up this devoted knight when we can. We can actually activate our armor repair. The reason also we're doing electrical sites is because you get capacitor recharge bonus, so that's really good because we have more capacitor. Harder to get neutered out. Also, we have easier time keeping our modules alive in terms of the capacitor. Look here. Throw the drones on this guy and keep it ranged. Because this thing is, this guy has good tracking. We'll be there very close. He's going to kill us straight away. So this is all we do. Hold down Q. This is a very good tip. Hold down Q. Just drag out the mouse, don't have to click, just hold down Q and then double click and then you'll move there. If you hold down Q, then you'll have like this, and if you click once, then you can actually determine the vertical axis. We got a wrecking shot right there, so that's like an unlucky shot that can happen. It means that it's like a 1% chance that there is actually, we can turn off the NWD because that having the NWD on increases the chance that wrecking shots happen. It's a 1% chance, or I think is a very small percentage point chance that a ship will, like this devoted knight here, will hit us, and it doesn't matter how far we are away, how fast we are, it will hit, and it'll hit for a very big hit. So that's the thing. It doesn't matter even if, because like now we're outside its optimal range, but a wrecking shot can occur even if we're outside its optimal range. So that's something you just have to think about. So just keep the range up. We've got to go glances off shot. Their glances off is just a small chance that they have them, but they don't do much damage. So we are going to have to keep range here, and preferably just give a long distance and don't go in the abyssal depths. Keep it range. He's getting a bit closer now. He seems to be wanting to follow me almost. Keep the drones. So this also the Sanchez, I think they have most of the EHP in the shields. Yep, you see that? His armor is going down pretty quickly. Okay, we got a big hit right there. So we're in his optimal range, which is 30 kilometers. 30 kilometer plus is what you want to keep at, because it's they got very good DPS application within 30 kilometer range. Also, something is you have to remember is that the Sanchez Nation, they're very slow. So it's very easy to keep range with them. The thing is, I did a bit of a mistake now. I didn't pay attention to the wall here. This wall is very important to like miss. You can sometimes miss it. And it's very annoying because you'll be just pushed to a corner, sort of, so to say. And you'll just be there like, oh no, what the heck, I can't keep out of his range. But he's very easy to kill. Let's go to the bioadaptive cache, actually. Actually, no, I don't copy board. There's no point. You get the idea. Well, I'm on the test server, actually. I didn't bother. I already had this ship set up on the test server, so that's why I did it here. I just couldn't be bothered. The ship itself is very cheap. It says 2 mil, but it costs like, I think, 10 mil. It's very cheap. So activate the MWD, get back to the transfer conduit, and we're going to go in. Just that devoted knight spawn is actually one of the new spawns that came in with the depths of the abyss update. It's actually pretty dangerous because if you didn't know that it has like a 30 kilometer optimum range, then you would maybe go in and like think like, oh, I'm going to speed tank this guy. That is not going to end so well for you. This guy here, Strike Grip, is a rogue drone battlecruiser. And it is a very similar strategy that you actually had with the Devoted Knight before. So you just keep range, throw your drones on this guy. The difference is though, the Strike Grip has it has a much smaller range than the Devoted Knight. So it has like a range of, I think, 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers, something like that. So even though we're 20 kilometers, it doesn't matter, it can't hit me. And that's also something just like it's a lot more chill in my opinion. The only thing you have to remember is that the Strike Grip loves to eat drones. So you can see here I'm already losing drones, but it doesn't matter because you can see if it goes yellow, that means it's attacking your drones. You just recall your drones and reapply them. That's also a good reason to use Tech 1 drones like we're doing now. They cost basically nothing. They just cost a few thousand ISK. That's like nothing. You'll earn them back easily from one site wrong. So don't worry about losing your Tech 1 drones. They're not worth anything. Just focus on killing this guy. It's not much to it. Just as long as you see the box around him, so you can see that there's this like square box and it's yellow, it's red. If it goes yellow, that's when you recall your drones. Otherwise, if it's red, then you just keep having the drones go crazy on this guy. Let's just go to this extraction node. We can actually, in fact, since we've got drones, this is actually you can, if you want, if you can be bothered, you can go for the extraction subnodes because your drones are gonna just take care of all the damage. So you can just go to these extraction nodes and just pick them up. But the thing is, that could take if you say you've killed everything, don't bother going for these nodes. They will give so little. But it could be something. Okay, so recall. See that yellow box? The yellow box. You see that? One drone almost dead. But you know, if you're fast, then you'll maybe only use one drone and not two like we did before. So we go to this extraction node. It's just a little bit extra. It's not so much, but it's just a little bit extra. You know, a little bit extra on the side. And it's especially just good if you're not see here. We can't do anything anyway, so may as well just go for this extraction node. That's something I do in the Gilo because if you have an MWD, it's pretty fast. So I just go for these guys with my MWD. So as you see here, not much at all, 300k, but it's something. So as I said before, just if you've killed everything, it's not worth your time to get the extraction nodes. You may as well just keep running the site and go and do more sites and grab the biocombinative caches because that's where most of the cache comes from. Not the extraction nodes, especially in the destroyer and frigate abyss, because the way it works is that we're using remember in the beginning we used 2 filaments. That's because this is intended for 2 destroyers to run these, not 1. But we can run it as 1, but then we're going to obviously be a bit weaker than 2 destroyers. But the Triglavian biocombinative cache has 2 times the loot as a normal one. This thing is with frigates, you use 3 filaments, you get 3 times the amount of loot. That's why it's called combinative cache, because it kind of combines the filaments or whatever. The thing is, the extraction nodes give just as much as if you're in a cruiser, destroyer, or frigates. It's not multiplied by that 2 times or 3 times like we are. So that's why it's not at all as efficient to go for the extraction nodes if you're running destroyer or frigate abyss. So just keep that in mind. So this is an example of a wave we would just charge straight in as this is a battleship wave, because he will not be able to do so much damage when we're approaching in. Deploy our drones, and we'll use the light neutron blasters to get and kill him very quickly. Also, a thing that is like, you'll notice here, we'll take quite a bit of damage from the Leshak because they have very high damage, or like the disintegrators in general have very high damage. But we will see here, we're going to kill him really fast. We just go here and start orbiting now at 500. Activate our light neutron blasters, and it's just like, whoa, whatever. And he's even got a tracking bonus here, so this is a bad case scenario. Also, I turn off the NWD. I don't know if you noticed. NWD, turn that off when you can, like when you've got in range, because that makes your signature radius really big, and it makes it so that there's an increased chance that you'll get hit. So if you want to play it safe with that Leshak, you could just go like within the drone control range and throw the drones on him and kill it that way. But if you want to be fast and you want to be a bit adventurous, you could just, you know, go for the just go in for the kill with your blasters, and that's what I did right there. So that's it for the Algos in a T1 Abyss. Alpha clone friendly, can be flown by alpha clones, and is not, the stats on it are not much different for me who's got good skills to someone with an alpha clone, because it's not got these like Tech 2 modules that are really utilizing much of the skills that I'm using. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.